When Florian Wirtz arrived at Liverpool FC, the spotlight followed instantly. A superstar reputation, massive expectations, and a new league that doesn't wait for anyone. The talent has been obvious, but instead of exploding overnight, Wirtz has been quietly settling in, learning the rhythm and finding his feet. So today, we're diving into 10 things you probably didn't know about Florian Wirtz. From the context behind his Liverpool move to the details that explain why his rise here is more gradual than flashy. This is the story behind the adaptation, not just the highlights. Let's get into it. Number 10. Born into a team. As the youngest of 10 children, Florian Wirtz was born in the small town of Pulheim, Germany. His father, Hans-Joachim, was 50 and his mother, Karin, in her mid-40s when they gave birth to him, which once led a confused TV reporter to ask if his grandma and grandpa were in the crowd watching him play. The Wirtz household was all about sports. Hans-Joachim is a former footballer and youth coach. Karin coaches handball, and nearly every sibling played football. His older sister Juliane even went pro, currently playing in Germany's Women's Bundesliga. Number 9. €150 per month. Hans-Joachim Wirtz isn't just Florian's dad, he was his first coach and remains his trusted agent and advisor. That father-son bond carries into Florian's career management. "I know that he will never want something bad for me or focus on money," Florian says about his dad's guidance. Indeed, Hans-Joachim and Karin instilled strong values. When Florian signed his first pro contract, his parents managed his salary and gave him just €150 per month as pocket money. "The sporting perspective is much more important than the money," Florian noted, recalling how this modest allowance shaped him into staying humble. With his father ensuring he kept his feet on the ground, Florian learned to play for love of the game, not flashy paychecks. Number 8. 5-second goals and under-17 glory. Before he ever set foot in the Bundesliga, he spent 9 years in one FC Köln's academy, having joined as a kid in 2011 and captained Köln's U17 team to a German national championship in 2019. One moment in particular showed his precocious talent. In December 2019, Wirtz scored a goal just 5 seconds after kickoff in an under-17 match. Yes, 0:05 on the clock. That instant goal went viral on social media and ended up being his final game for Köln's youth team. By that point, scouts Europe-wide were salivating over Wirtz's potential, and a battle for his signature was about to begin. Number 7. The last player to jump across the Rhine. In January 2020, 16-year-old Wirtz made a bold and contentious move. He left Köln's academy to sign for Bayer Leverkusen, Köln's local rival. This transfer ignited bad blood because it violated a gentleman's agreement among Rhine area clubs not to poach each other's youth players. Köln's head coach Stefan Baumgart didn't hide his displeasure, saying that this deal was ignored shows what kind of business we are in. Leverkusen, for their part, argued they offered Florian a perfect development path. Sporting director Rudi Völler pointed out how Leverkusen had a track record of fast-tracking youngsters like Kai Havertz into the first team. And indeed, sporting director Simon Rolfes revealed he'd been tracking Wirtz since age 14 and swooped in as soon as the player's Köln contract expired. Florian himself later said the switch was solely my decision as I saw better prospects for myself in Leverkusen, and he maintained it was the right decision in hindsight. Köln fans felt betrayed, but Wirtz's choice paid off almost immediately when Leverkusen kept their promise to involve him with the pros. Number 6. Smashing records since 17. In May 2020, at just 17 years and 15 days old, he became Leverkusen's youngest ever Bundesliga debutant, breaking the club's record previously held by, who else? Kai Havertz. A few weeks later, he scored his first Bundesliga goal, a beautiful curling shot past Manuel Neuer, against Bayern Munich at 17 years and 34 days, making him the youngest goalscorer in Bundesliga history at the time. Dortmund's Youssoufa Moukoko has since broken that record, but Wirtz's name still sits near the top of the list of youngest scorers. And he didn't stop there. By February 2021, Florian was the first player in Bundesliga history to score 5 goals before turning 18. He also became the youngest to reach 50 Bundesliga appearances at 18 years and 223 days, and the first under-19 player ever to hit double-digit goals in the league. His trophy cabinet got an early addition as well. Wirtz won back-to-back Fritz Walter medals, the highest honor for German youth players. Gold in the U17 category in 2020 and again in U19 in 2022, underscoring his status as Germany's top prodigy in his age group. In short, Florian has been a record-breaking phenom virtually from the moment he stepped onto a professional pitch. Number 5. He hates comparisons. For someone as gifted as Florian Wirtz, comparisons were always inevitable. From his early Leverkusen days, people tried to slot him into familiar boxes, the next Kai Havertz, a new-age Mesut Ozil, or just Germany's latest prodigy. But Wirtz has been very clear in interviews. He doesn't like it, not because he disrespects those players, but because comparisons create shortcuts in how people judge development. He said that being measured against finished stars puts pressure on young players to arrive instantly, instead of allowing them to grow naturally. Inside clubs, coaches have backed this up, describing Wirtz as someone who's very aware of media narratives but deliberately chooses not to engage with them. Number 4. His relationship with Aaliyah. Florian Wirtz is in a long-term relationship with Aaliyah, a German model and social media influencer close to his age. The couple reportedly began dating in late 2022, with their relationship becoming public in 2023 when Aaliyah was seen alongside Wirtz in the VIP stands at a Bayer Leverkusen match. By April 2023, reports indicated they had already been together for over a year. Aaliyah was a crucial source of support during one of the hardest moments of Wirtz's career, standing by him throughout his recovery from a serious ACL injury suffered in March 2022. Since then, she has regularly been spotted cheering him on from the stands, often sitting with Wirtz's parents, who are said to be very fond of her. Despite a few public moments such as celebrating a cup victory together in May 2024, the pair remain extremely private. Number 3. The viral potato story. One of the most light-hearted chapters of Wirtz's off-pitch life involves a potato. Yes, the humble potato. In mid-2024, Florian appeared in a short video for the German national team's social media, where he was asked to rank different potato dishes. In a twist nobody expected, he placed plain boiled potatoes at number 1, ahead of fries, chips, gratin, and mashed potatoes. The clip immediately went viral on TikTok and beyond. Fans found the choice both endearing and hilarious, flooding social media with meme songs and playful animations of potatoes featuring Wirtz's face. Number 2. Hobbies, cars and style off the field. Off the pitch, Florian Wirtz leads a well-rounded and energetic life shaped by a variety of hobbies. In his downtime, he enjoys water activities such as swimming, boating and jet skiing along the German coast. Like many players of his generation, he also unwinds with video games, particularly FIFA, and is just as happy playing a casual game of billiards or relaxing with a good book. Traveling is another passion, with Wirtz enjoying trips whenever his schedule allows. Together, these interests highlight his down-to-earth side and love for simple pleasures, from beach days to quiet nights in. Number 1. From a Barca dream to a Liverpool reality. Interestingly, growing up, Wirtz imagined his future at one of Europe's most storied clubs, FC Barcelona. As a little boy, I always wanted to play for Barcelona. Nothing has changed in this regard, he admitted in one interview. But in reality, the next big step in his career took him to England. In the summer of 2025, Florian transferred to Liverpool FC in a blockbuster deal, reportedly for around £100 to £116 million, a club record fee for Liverpool. The move stunned many who assumed Bayern Munich had him locked up, given Bayern had been courting Wirtz for years. So why Liverpool? According to Florian's father and agent, the family had two serious options, Bayern or Liverpool, and Liverpool simply made the more compelling case. Manager Arne Slot flew to Germany and impressed Wirtz with a clear vision of how he would fit into the Reds lineup, emphasizing a fast-paced, dynamic style that immediately intrigued the player. The club also won over the Wirtz family with its elite training facilities and strong support structure. For Florian himself, the attraction was the chance to test his limits abroad. "I want to have something completely new, to go out of the Bundesliga and join the Premier League," he said, calling it a new adventure he had been waiting for. And so, at 22, Wirtz packed his bags for Merseyside, turning his boyhood dream of playing for a European giant into reality, even if it meant wearing Liverpool red instead of Barcelona blue and claret. These are the 10 things you did not know about Florian Wirtz. So tell us, do you think Florian Wirtz will define the next era of European midfielders? Will he be next KDB? Oh wait, he hates comparisons. Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. More stories like this are coming.